Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, today we're going to discuss the new toll rates that are going to be charged on the PJ Patterson Highway. That's the east-west leg of Highway 2000. Now, it was announced that the new toll rates will take effect on July 9th. Okay, we're going to look at what the new toll rates are going to be, and then we're going to look at basically how the toll rate structure works on this highway, because when it was being built, Trans Jamaica Highway, they are the company responsible for the road, the toll road. They were given concessions by the government. So Trans Jamaica Highway would build a highway, and in return they could collect toll on the highway for the next 35 years, and they would use that toll revenue to pay back for the building of the highway. So the east-west leg of Highway 2000, it was renamed the PJ Patterson Highway. But at the time the concession was given, it was the east-west leg of Highway 2000. And this is a highway that was built by the French company. Okay, so let's look at what the new toll rates are going to be, and then we will look at the whole toll infrastructure. Alright, so for the Portmore Toll Plaza, the current, this is for Class 1 vehicles now. The current rate is $290. Come July 9th, the new rate is going to be $340. For Class 2 vehicles, the current rate is $470. The new rate will be $550. And for Class 3 vehicles, the rate was $870 and the new rate is going to be $1,020. Now, Class 1 is just like a regular car. Class 2 is like a pickup or a SUV. And Class 3 would be like a bus or a trailer. Okay, the Trans Jamaica Highway, they operate 4 toll plazas. The Portmore Toll Plaza, which is the toll plaza when you're going from Kingston to Portmore. That's what used to be the Portmore. That's the Portmore Expressway, right? Though they operate 3 toll plazas on the PJ Patterson Highway, which is at Spanish Town, Vineyards Toll Plaza, and the Maypen Toll Plaza. So let's look at the increase in toll along the east-west leg of Highway 2000 now. So the Spanish Town Toll Plaza, the current, for Class 1, the current rate is $210. The new rate is going to be $240. For Class 2 vehicles, the current rate is $320. The new rate is going to be $370. And for Class 3 vehicles, the current rate is $590 and the new rate is going to be $680. Now, the Vineyards Toll Plaza, that's the one in right before you get into Old Harbour. The current rate for Class 1 is $550. The new rate is going to be $600. For Class 2, the current rate is $810. The new rate is going to be $900. And for Class 3, the current rate is $1,510 and the new rate is $1,800. Okay, now the third toll plaza is the Maypen Toll Plaza. And for Class 1, the current rate is $150. The new rate is going to be $190. For Class 2, the current rate is $250 and the new rate is going to be $300. And for Class 3, the current rate is $500 and the new rate is $570. So I must say I drive a Class 2 vehicle, so I always knew what the Class 2 rate was. But the Class 3 rate just seems very expensive. I mean, to me, it's the first time I'm actually really paying attention to the Class 3 rates, but it does seem very high. Okay, now, apparently according to the... Okay, when the highway was being built, they went through this long process of finding out who... Basically, they were looking for persons interested in building the highway. Now, Um, the highway was originally, Highway 2000 was originally to be built all at once. The highway was to go from Kingston to Montego Bay and then from Kingston to Ocho Rios. When it was the field work or the project was put together, it was originally for the entire road from Kingston to Montego Bay to be built all at once, and the road from Kingston to Ocho Rios to be built while the road from Kingston to Montego Bay was being built. So when they did all the feasibility studies, everything, it came down to the cost. They had gotten a lot of persons interested, but it came down to 4 bidders. And then those 4 came down to 2. So those 2 bidders now, when they were looking at to make their final bid, they said to the government, this project is going to be too expensive to do all at once. So break it up into parts. And the government agreed, and the French company, they won the bid basically to build the highway. And it was Bogues, that was the name of the French company. So basically what they did now, they said, okay, the highway is now broken up to Kingston to Maypen, that's part 1A, and then Maypen to Mandeville, which would be part 1B, sorry. And then part 2A would be building a highway from Kingston to Ocho Rios, and then part 2B would be building a highway from Mandeville to Montego Bay. So Bogue said, okay, we'll build a highway from Kingston to Maypen. So they created the company Trans Jamaica Highway back in 2001, and that highway was given a 35-year concession for the design, construction, operation, and maintenance of the Highway 2000 east-west leg from Kingston to Maypen. Now, that road has been built and it's operating now, and that is the leg of the road that is the toll rates are being increased on, the toll rates for the Trans Jamaica Highway. So the road is actually T1, which is between Kingston and Maypen, that's 43.45 kilometers. And then Trans Jamaica Highway is also responsible for the Portmore Expressway, that's 6.5 kilometers from Portmore to Kingston. So basically, Trans Jamaica Highway is responsible for designing, building, and maintaining the highway. Design, construction, operation, and maintenance of the highway for the next 35 years. So that means for the next 35 years, they can collect the toll on the road, and after the 35-year concession period ends, that road goes back to the government of Jamaica. So they will own the road after 35 years. So now basically on I think it's July 1 every year, they can increase the toll, or they can apply for a toll increase to the Toll Authority of Jamaica. And if approved, they have 7 days after the approval date in which to notify the public of the new toll rates, meaning you have to publish it in the newspaper, put radio ads on, let the public know that what the new toll rate is going to be. And then you have 10 days after the toll authority approves the new toll, you can start collecting it. So that's what's happened in this case. So the new toll will take effect on July 9th, 2022. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.